Welcome to Lyon in France. EuroLeague Women Group A action between ASVEL and Valencia. Lyon, well, they'll be wanting to bounce back here on game day 3 after picking up 2 losses in the opening 2 weeks. As for Valencia, after a tough 30-point opening night loss to Fenerbahce, they bounced back last week with a 19-point win over Lublin, and they will want to build upon that performance again here today. A really interesting one. 2 powerhouses of European basketball going toe-to-toe early on in the regular season. Always a good thing from the spectators' perspective. Good to see some fans ready to go here in the arena and cheer their team on to what would be their first win of the season. And ASVEL, a slow start to the season, but much of that you have to chalk up to unexpected injury crisis at the club early on. And every week their roster seems to go from strength to strength. More of the superstars returning to wear the white and pink of Lyon. As for Valencia, well, they've established themselves as a major player on the European club scene, building on that Women's Euro Cup title they won in 2021. Made it to the EuroLeague Women playoffs last season, losing out eventually in a 3-game series to bronze medalist Skio. Here's our scheduling Group A here this week. Zaragoza against Fenerbahce, Skio against DVTK, and our game here all tipping off at the same time. And then it's Lublin against Sepsi tomorrow evening, 8:30 p.m. local time. Here's the standings as it is after the first 2 game days. We have 3 teams on a perfect record. Fenerbahce, Skio and DVTK, both Zaragoza and Valencia 1-1, as Lublin, Sepsi and ASVEL are waiting to secure that first win of the regular season and get their momentum up and running here in EuroLeague Women this season. Both teams now head back to the benches as they will be introduced to the crowd here in Lyon. First to be introduced will be Valencia. As I said, they looked good against Lublin last week, but that was on their home floor. Interesting to see this season how they fare on the road. Speak to anyone around EuroLeague Women, and it is all about that road form. How do you take your quality, your momentum, your cohesion on your travels, and are you able to close out those road wins? One thing's for sure though, for Valencia, the return of Beck Allen is an important addition to them. And she'll bring plenty of experience back to the floor for them, so that's a big plus for Coach Burgos as they look to try and build on last week's win by picking up what would be a very big win here in France this evening. Now for the home team, ASVEL. Obviously entering this season's EuroLeague Women competition on the back of claiming the Euro Cup Women's title last season. Most people before the season started across the summer were tipping ASVEL to make it to the postseason or be one of the contenders to get to the postseason, maybe even the Final Four. Certainly the first 2 weeks haven't gone to plan, but I'm not sure that Coach Gauthier or anyone involved could have really predicted the injury crisis that they had, and you put that alongside some availability issues, and they've had to run some of their younger players, they've had to run a shallower rotation, and you cannot afford to be anything but at full strength in this competition. You do see some players though returning into the jersey and onto the floor for Lyon that will absolutely have a huge, almost immediate impact for them. And again, they'll expect to see more returns over the coming weeks. Still, Juste Yotsita not on the floor as yet. Gabby Williams not on the floor as yet. Obviously, Malene Johannes trying to come back from 2-0 down in the WNBA finals. She'll be, I'm sure, back here on the floor very, very soon indeed. From her perspective, hopefully with a ring on her finger for the WNBA title. But one returnee recently that is very impactful. That lady there in front of the camera, Julie Almont, the Eurobasket Women champion. The Belgian point guard brings so much to this French team. It's at both ends of the floor that they need to improve. Second worst defense, second worst offense across those first 2 weeks, but they are only going to grow into this competition. And tonight could be a really interesting test to see exactly how far along that path, that growth they are this early in week 3. As I said before, plenty of action going on here this evening, both Group A and Group B. As the coaches shake hands on the half. So already this evening, Praha have been on their travels to Győr and come away with a 19-point win, tipping off a little bit before this one. Polkovica lead Lond by 2. Here are our officials for this evening's game: Sonia Teixeira, Valerio Grigioni and Patrick Muller from Portugal, Italy and Germany respectively. But yeah, absolutely tons of basketball going on across the continent in EuroLeague Women this evening. Here's your starting 5 for Valencia: Casas, Allen, Alvina, Gulic and Fingal. Plenty coming off the bench as well. Raquel Carrera, as well as Anna Torrens. A lot of talent coming off the bench for Coach Burgos. Both teams really growing into this campaign as we have a look at Marie Gulic, averaging 19 points a game across the first 2 games, coming in off the bench this evening. Plenty of experience for Gulic as well. 4th season here in Valencia. Coach Burgos knows that he'll have to lean on some of the experienced players he's got in his team, and there are plenty of those. The likes of Beck Allen, Alvina, Gulic, Torrens. Here's the 5 for ASVEL: Almont, Chery, Fotux, Gruda and Mucolo. Plenty off the bench for Coach Gauthier as well: Miem Siak, Kamara, Zache. Coming off the bench to provide some impact, but all eyes at the moment on Marine Fotux. 18 points game day 1, 15 points game day 2. They are not averages, they are the totals at the moment that you're seeing on the screen. And you sometimes forget she is just 22 years of age, but what a phenomenal talent she is right now under the guidance of Coach Gauthier. Let's head into his huddle, hear what he has to say.
Et le premier, on a dit 2. Alex, tu piques Marine, tu feintes, et tu viens là avec Alex qui suit. Julie revient ici. Et là, tu viens, Sandrine, elle est là, et on travaille le cible pour trouver Sandrine. Soit par Julie, soit passer à Marine là. Si vraiment il n'y a rien, Sandrine elle va sortir à l'écran avec toi, Marine. Ok, c'est pas possible, Sandrine elle sortira. D'accord? Et on joue normal, on n'oublie pas, la première fois qu'on jouera 3, on verra, ouais, ça sera 3. Mais normal, c'est juste celle qui reviendra au Spanish. D'accord? Donc vous, normal 3.
Fans on their feet, already starting to make some noise for the team. And an early start for both of these teams, establishing themselves early in the game, will be vitally important. Both 5s now coming to the floor as we're moments away from the opening tip here in Lyon. Just a reminder, if you want to stay on top of EuroLeague Women throughout this season, not just tonight's game, your best bet is to download the EuroLeague Women app, available on Android and iOS, so it doesn't matter what device you've got, you can get it on your phones. If you have them handy now, definitely recommend the download. Plenty of content going through that app, as well as the real-time stats, so live stats available on that app as we progress through today's game. I don't know if it's just the geek in me, but I do love having the stats alongside watching the game. As both teams now are ready to go here. as we'll have a ceremonial tip before the official tip. Now we get down to the business end of the game here. Both these teams desperate for the win here in Lyon this evening. And we're underway. Game day 3 here in Group A, EuroLeague Women regular season. It's ASVEL taking on Valencia. ASVEL still to pick up a win here early. Into the low post. Strong move, baseline. Patience here from ASVEL. Almond kicks it out. Shelly nails a 3. That is exactly the start that the home team will have wanted. Allen now. Patience from Valencia. Casas drives inside, sees a glimmer of light, tries to exploit it. Defense reacts accordingly. Gruder sets the screen at the top for Dukes. Off right with that attempt. Casas moves it across to Gulic. Fingal for 3. That one was too heavy. Rebound eventually scooped up by Lyon. Shelly looking for the handoff. Onto the pick and roll with Fodux at the top. The defense jumps over the screen though. Alvina working hard. Almond way downtown. Too heavy. Easy rebound for Kirat Casas. Fingal tries to find the cut from Gulic. Oh, that was a tough play. The finish was near impossible. Gruder now in the low post, going up against Fingal. Fade away. Almost a signature move from Sandrine Gruder. 36-year-old has done that time and time again. Such a tough play to stop though defensively. You can't overcommit because she will pivot and duck under you. Pick and roll pass from Allen is maybe a little too far ahead of Fingal, and Valencia having a stuttering start offensively to this. Here's the 3 from Shelly. That's the fade away from Gruder. That's how ASVEL have this early 5-point lead. And the score is good again. Gruder, clearly Coach Gauthier has identified this is an area that Gruder can attack. Valencia do need to get something going, and getting going soon. A bit of a weave handoff at the top. Gulic almost throws it away, almost looked like a travel. Backdoor cut by Casas. It's kicked away by Almond. Baseline ball for Valencia. Julie Almond entering the season after having the gold medal hung around her neck from Eurobasket Women. First ever Belgian gold medal. What a year for her, but what a shot for Beck Allen, and that is exactly why all over social media the Valencia fans were so relieved to see her land and put on the orange jersey. They know what an impact she'll have on this team going forward. Almond looking to set a pick and roll and run it through Gruder again. Batted away though, good read by the defense, and that will be a shot clock violation. Colo trying to get to the basket, but couldn't quite beat the shot clock. ASVEL still with a 4-point lead, almost 4 minutes gone in this opening quarter. Alvina double teamed. Splits the defense though. Casas open for three. High arcing, maybe too high arcing. Rebound by Fingal. And gets the score. And in the blink of an eye, Valencia are back to within two. Juliamo comes back out. For Tukes, right hand, little teardrop floater. What a player she is rapidly turning into, averaging over 16 points and 3 assists across those first 2 games. Alvina throws up a bit of a prayer. Almond scoops up the loose ball. Horn's offense at the top. Cherie hands it back to Almond. Cherie for 3, that's short, doesn't even take a coat of paint, so it will be a shot clock violation. Better defense there by Valencia. A double change here coming for ASVEL. Into the game comes Miem. Also into the action is Siak. And Coach Gauthier certainly has plenty of strength in depth in that front court right now. Maybe a little light in the back court. A lot of the weight is going to be put on the shoulders of Almond and Fotux. Alvina brings it up over the half. Gulic now. 3 ball, Beck Allen in and out. Rebound for Siak. Her first taste of the action. Tukes feeds Siak in the low post. Little pass fake just creates a separation, and the easiest of mid-range jumpers for Siak. 5th season here in Lyon for Elena Siak. Strong drive inside. Gulic, mid-range jumper is short. Rebound is on the floor. That will be a Lyon ball. Valencia will make another change. There's the little pass fake that makes the defense drop away. Into the game comes Romero. For Valencia, Coach Gauthier also brings Cherie out of the game. Tukes, tries to thread the eye of the needle. That is well read by Casas and stripped away. 3 ball goes up. Romero! That's a way to introduce yourself to the game. Leticia Romero steps in as cool as you like. Hits the 3 and brings the Spanish team back to within 3. Sideline ball here for ASVEL. Another change for Valencia as Hempy comes into the game for the first time. Almond skips it. Pass is poor though. A little bit of ring rust for Julie Almond early in this one. Always the way when you're coming back into a mid-season after an injury. It takes you just a few games to get back up to the tempo and get back up to the old ways. And when Almond is back up to full pace, she is absolutely one of the best on the planet at the point guard position. Beck Allen, baseline drive. Oh, that is a beautiful play by the Australian. Into the low post now. IM draws the foul from Carrera. A little bit over exuberance there. The 21-year-old, again, one of those players that really has exploded onto the European scene. gaining a lot of plaudits along the way. Foul off the ball, illegal screen is the call. Davis called for that one. That'll be a turnover. Valencia within one now, a chance for them to claim their first lead of the game. An intriguing first quarter so far here in Lyon. Remember, Valencia enter with a 1-1 record. ASVEL yet to pick up a win in the EuroLeague women regular season. They're 0-2 after 2 weeks. Torrens. Pass is a little heavy for Hempi. Dukes being guarded closely by Romero. Could be an interesting battle between those two this evening. Both two-way players. Dukes now using the screen. The hedge is hard by Hempi, and it seems to have worked. Disrupted ASVEL somewhat. Three goes up from Davis. It'll be a shot clock violation though, and ASVEL succumbing to this Valencian defensive pressure. You have to say the last 3 or 4 minutes from Valencia has been much more what we've come to expect of this Spanish team. Real team defense, working together well to limit the other team's opportunities. Down into the low post, Carrera goes strong off the glass, and Valencia have their first lead of the game. Under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Carrera has her first points of the game as well. Siak in the low post. Kicks it out. Oh, there's Ashe. Patience here from ASVEL, but the shot clock is at 6. Fotux has got the mismatch against Carrera. 3 balls going up high. Arkin, and it comes down with a whip of the string. Marine Fotux. 5 points in the first quarter. 2 from 3 from the field. Inside, Hempi on the floor though. Only the second foul of the quarter for ASVEL, so it'll be a sideline possession for Valencia. That's great work by Meret Hempi, just sealing down so low in the paint. Reza Shea heads to the bench, just 16 years of age. I know Reza Shea had a hell of a summer playing for the age group teams for the French national team. Foul's going to be called, I think, on Niem. Her second personal foul. Let's see if Coach Gauthier takes her out. At the moment, Niem is struggling with the physicality that Meret Hempi is bringing. Tries. That is the switch. Hempi now being guarded by Siak. Oh, lovely footwork from Hempi. Finish not quite there, though, and Siak has to work hard to hold on to that rebound. Needs to get it up over the half. They're not going to get it up over in time. That'll be an 8-second violation. And that is beautiful full court defense from Valencia. And when you say full court, you're usually thinking about intense pressure and almost chaos trying to steal the ball away. But for Valencia, they just made sure that the ball stayed in the hand of a big who wasn't comfortable progressing it up over the half. Another big play. Strong move. Oh, big play for two with the score. And that will be the end of the first quarter. What a way to sign out the first quarter for ASVEL. There's the pick and roll. Oh, mazy dribble and a little scoop shot off the glass. What an opening quarter for Marine Foutou. At the end of the first quarter, it's ASVEL 16, Valencia 15. To get their preseason done almost as they play the regular season here right now, but it's been a wonderful first 10 minutes of action, and we are perfectly set for the second quarter here right now. Second quarter underway. Carrera goes to the basket. ASVEL with a single point lead here after the first 10 minutes. Shot goes up, short corner jumper is good. And once again, the lead changes hands. Alba Torrens. Gruda had such an impact early in this one. Almol now back to the top to Gruda in the short corner. Good patience, good work by the bigs for ASVEL. Love to see the front court players working together. So often you just see one being deployed at a time, but here we see a nice interchange, and that's what caused Valencia the problems. Trying to switch across and provide that kind of front court coverage is difficult. Shali at the line for free throws. Misses the first, 67% across the first two games of the regular season. Alexia Shari had 14 points against Fenerbahce last week. It's the second and ties the game up nicely on a knife edge for us here in Lyon. Conte. Little hesitation dribble. Oh, a lovely use of the baseline. And that little step back, drawing Shari in and able to explode along the baseline. Almol now. Back into the low post. Gruda establishing herself way down deep in the paint, and that usually ends one way. Sandrine Gruda with another bucket. 3 from 3 from the field for her, 6 points already. Long jumper no good for Valencia. Davis scoops up the rebound. Interesting recent addition to this ASVEL team, Davis. So much experience. Thrown away this time though. Well read by Torrens. Goes inside, off the glass, nothing there. And the trees of Lyon scoop the rebound up with ease. Almond, hesitation, skips through. The defense stays with her. Traveling violation called on Julie Almond. Baseline ball. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's a good call. It's that skip through. Just a little shuffle of the feet. Good spot by the officials. Valencia now a chance to regain the lead. Calleja. Valencia working really hard to try and use Hempy as much as they can. Oh, behind the back pass. Oh, you are kidding me, Alba Torrens. What a pass from the veteran. That is a gift fully wrapped with a bow on top for Calleja. Timeout has been called. Let's have a look at the replay. An over-the-head pass. Completely blind. On the pick and roll, Calleja flashes to the basket. Receives the gift, says thank you very much. Secures herself another bucket. Let's head straight into Coach Gautier's huddle.
Sandrine, elle a changé. Toi, tu dois tout de suite être là, tu l'as très bien fait au début. C'est la concentration. Qui focus en avoir scheme. Et on revient, Sandre, Jory, ok, à Alex, Justine. Et là, on fait fils d'un, boum, venir. Julie, prendre la vitesse de leur zone, d'accord? Roule bien, Sandrine, roule bien. Après, celui-là, on reviendra. Calm down, ok? Let's go!
Interesting timing of the timeout for Coach Gautier. Clearly not happy maybe with some of their defensive coverage. Baseline drive here from Quantel, and one thing you have to say about this game that's absolutely amazing, that every player that's coming onto the floor is bringing the energy and bringing the quality. No drop in intensity, no drop in quality. This truly is two very, very good games, very good teams, sorry, going toe-to-toe here. Bit of full court pressure from Valencia as we come back in. ASVEL need to get it over the half. It doesn't look like they're going to. They're not, it's going to be stolen away. Torrens. Calleja with the rebound, foul will be called. I think Davis catches Calleja from behind, and you love that from Valencia. ASVEL call the timeout, and it's Valencia that come with the hustle straight out of the huddle. The offensive play here from Calleja just goes strong off the offensive board. Earns herself a trip to the free throw line. Years old, Calleja, a fixture of this Valencia roster. One of the team that won the Euro Cup women's title back in 2021. Picked up silver this summer as part of the national team as well. Another one of those players that we are going to see at the top echelons of the world game for a very long time. For two. Runs a pick and roll. Hempy hedges hard. Oh, the pass is thrown away by Marine Fautou, and at the moment ASVEL are struggling offensively just to get their half-court structure to work, and you'd have to say a lot of it is coming from the fact that Valencia are really hustling hard. They're denying any driving lanes and rotating well to cover any interior post-up. Alvina comes back out. Gulic, not this time. And the pass is batted away. Baseline ball here for ASVEL. Shelly waits for the handoff to Almond. 9 seconds left only for ASVEL to work with. Long two goes up, and that one's short. Valencia this time spill it out of bounds, and both teams just having a little phase of scrappy play here right now. Stolen away again. The Jets put on now by Beck Allen. Drive inside into the corner. 3 ball in and out. No good for Carrera. Offensive rebound is good though, and the running right hand on the hook shot. A little bit old school from Beck Allen. Almont. Gruder drops the shoulder, goes strong, batted away. Not this time, says Gulic. Gulic just stays with it, swats it away. Batted away by Alvina as Valencia don't even allow the inbound. Shot clock's been sounded for a violation. Officials are just going to check that one, I think. Yeah, putting a .3 back on the shot clock, so it certainly will have to be a tap now by ASVEL. They won't get a catch and shoot. And that's the shot clock violation. Basket wiped away. Manages to get the shot away, but the shot clock had expired. Yeah, as soon as she touches it, it expires. It just had to be the tap. Alvina. Down into the low post. Gulic gets the turn on Cherie. The foul's going to be called on the French international. A little bit over-exuberant on the post defense. Yeah, tried to cheat on it and get the hand in the passing lane, and Gulic does a great job of just sealing it out of that baseline spin. Valencia now with a 5-point lead. Gulic, tough looking shot. Can't get it to go. 5 minutes left in this first half. What a breathtaking first 15 minutes of basketball we've had. Two equally matched teams. Fundamentally wonderful basketball. Gruder, short 2, little heavy. That's off the hand of Beck Allen, so it'll be ASVEL ball on the baseline. Let's have a look. Looked like it was off Beck Allen's from the replay. Well, there's Ashe working hard to get there. A little bit of a discussion here between the officials. Maybe saw different things. Valencia, I think, will take possession as we see Gruder head to the bench. Good work by the officials. Here's the replay that they were discussing. That is a tough one to call, to say the least. Alvina scoops it back round now. Allen, step back, high arcing, not quite on target. Off the hands of Cherie, so it'll be baseline ball for Valencia. At the moment, no team playing their best basketball so far, but Valencia doing just enough to keep ASVEL at arm's length. Catch and shoot, Gulic, too heavy. Where's the rebound? It is scooped up by Valencia, but can only be saved into the hands of ASVEL. That is another turnover from Julie Almont. And you can see, well, you can hear the reaction from the crowd. This is not the ASVEL they are used to. This is not the Almont that they are used to. They're used to the game being played at 100 miles an hour and very few mistakes being made. ASVEL already 15 turnovers in this game. That is a number that you would expect to see at the end of the game, not 16 minutes in. Alvina uses a screen. Gulic rolls hard. The defense rotates. 4 left for Allen to work with. Drives down the lane, and those extra long limbs just stretch her through for the layup off the glass. Valencia's lead now 7 points, and if you're Coach Gauthier, that's slightly concerning. And another turnover. This time Gruda. Sorry, Mayhem throwing it out of bounds. Timeout called by Coach Gauthier. Let's head into the huddle.
Reconcentrez-vous sur les choses simples en attaque. Parce qu'on n'a plus de rythme et on ne s'aide plus les unes des autres pour se démarquer. Ce qui fait qu'on joue à contre-rythme, on perd les ballons trop facilement et on ne donne même pas les moyens de shooter. On ne donne même pas les moyens de shooter. Revenez sur les choses simples et faites un bon démarquage sur l'Iverson. Julie, si elle dit à la balle, joue le backdoor. Reviens en main à main. Mais il faut qu'on remette plus de rythme. D'accord? Et on reviendra sur 5 côtés la prochaine. 5 côtés. Okay. Et là, une fois, 2 en défense. Marine, Julie, Hélène, Justine, là. Une fois, 2 en défense. Sortez là, Hélène, tu viens dès que la balle vient 45, tu es là. N'oubliez pas, vous là, s'il n'y a personne dans le corner, repoussez la petite.
Allez, Julie, allez.
Coach Gauthier working hard. He knows his closing stages of the first half is really important for his team. He can't afford to head into the locker room down by much more than this. In an ideal world, he'd love to have a narrow lead himself, but that really will require his team to go through the gears a little, be certainly a lot more protective of their own possession. They've now dropped into a 2-3 zone. Foul's going to be called on Miem. Trying to fight through the screen a little bit too aggressively. Shali comes back in. Out of the game comes Miem. Low post feed to Gulic. Has to fade away. And that is much better defense by ASVEL. And a lot of that comes from the fact that they were playing some zone defense that enabled them to clog the paint up a little bit more. Coach Gauthier asking his team to give a little bit more in these next 3 or 4 minutes. Colo throws it away, another turnover. This time ripped away by Casas. She'll go coda coast. And Alvina off right, grabs her own offensive rebound. That is hustle from the Spanish international. Another offensive rebound, Gulic this time, and the zone defense should not be giving this up. Although it looks like ASVEL have actually switched back up to a matchup defense. Gulic looking to back her way down. Alvina, logo 3 is no good. The scramble eventually. The rebound scooped up by Almont. There's the lob pass inside. Foul will be called on Christina Alvina. She gets stuck with the mismatch in the low post. Yeah, will head to the free throw line. It's the first of her 2 at the free throw line, and when your team is back against the wall, this is absolutely a way that you can fight your way back into this game. 2 minutes 20 left in the first half. Valencia lead by 6. Game day 3 here in the EuroLeague Women regular season. Nice pass inside, Gulic with the score, and that is just off the coach's clipboard. A perfectly executed zone offense from Valencia. Almont comes up, back screen set by Siak. There's the hard hedge to throw her back. Shelley for 3 off right and short. At the moment, that offense is not working for ASVEL. Valencia have got the better of that one. Fingal into Casas. Gulic sets the screen. Casas drives the baseline. Wonderful reverse layup by the vet. Valencia's lead extends to 10. Fotu behind the back. Lob pass inside to Siak, and Siak gets the score. And Elena Siak really is one of the bright sparks at the moment for ASVEL. Up to 5 points now. Allen wide open for three, and that is the weakness of ASVEL playing the zone. They are going to leave a lot of space on the perimeter, and Beck Allen will not let you off if you give her that amount of time with the ball from the outside. Valencia's lead up to 11, and ASVEL have really struggled in this quarter. Under a minute to play, they've only scored 6 points. Almont comes back out to Fotu. Fotu throws a prayer up as Lyon look to be lost. No answers at the moment on the floor. They need some leadership on the floor. Romero uses the Horns offense. Strong drive, Casas, and they're just not at the races, ASVEL. They're being beaten on a one-to-one basis. This comes down to personal desire and dedication to the craft of defense, and at the moment, their team are absolutely lacking. Almont used the screen, splits the defense, comes outside. Cherie is short, and that will be the end of the first half of action, and you can see a very frustrated ASVEL team right now. They have been put to the sword in the second quarter, and at the half, it's ASVEL 22, Valencia 35. Mouth-watering first 10 minutes with ASVEL actually holding a single-point lead at the end of the first quarter, but Valencia stepped up their defensive intensity, really found a solution to lock ASVEL out, and they outscored the French team 20-6 in that second quarter. They take a 13-point lead into the locker room, and it's for Coach Gauthier now to work out a way to get his team back into this one. That's your shooting percentages from today's game. ASVEL, that's the big number. 17 turnovers in the first half. Almost unheard of here in Lyon. And something Coach Gauthier needs to tighten up, and tighten up in a hurry if his team have any chance of not slipping to 0-3 after the first 3 weeks of the regular season. Second half action just around the corner. Make sure you don't go anywhere. We will be back with what should be a blistering 20 minutes of basketball here in Group A of EuroLeague Women.
match qui va bientôt reprendre. Quelques stats à la pause. Du côté de Valence, la meilleure scoreuse est Becalen avec 12 points. Meilleure rebondeuse, Priscilla Olina avec 3 rebonds. Et la meilleure passeuse, Marie-Louise avec 2 passes. Les meilleures intercepteurs sont Alba Torres et Kéla Casas, 2 interceptions chacune. Du côté de l'Olionaise, la meilleure scoreuse est Marine Podux avec 7 points. Meilleure rebondeuse et meilleure passeuse, Julie Allemand, 6 rebonds et 3 passes. Mesdames et messieurs, le prochain match sera déclaré sur le 2 octobre à Montpellier. Et pour le prochain match de 19h, rendez-vous dans une semaine ici même, le mercredi 25 octobre, qui sera.
Et on joue une fois comme ça là. Julie, tu montes la balle ici, tu auras Marine qui est là, Sandrine, Alexia et Justine. Là, tu vas Marine poser l'écran pour Sandre. N'oublie pas ce qu'on a parlé, l'angle de ton écran. D'accord, tu me chopes la hanche. Ok, Sandre, tu viens comme ça et on essaie de trouver là. Et si ça bump et tu peux pas, ça va faire, tu pop. Si on peut pas trouver, on trouve là Marine et Alexia. Dès qu'elle reçoit la balle, tu dois être là pour le step up. Là, agresse, Sandre, tu peux continuer ta course par là. Il y aura le pop ici d'Alexia sur le step up. Ok. Et
Non, là, à l'entrée, tu vas le ballon.
non, t'as pas le ballon. Et mets la fierté. On joue toutes les actions à 100%. On met du cœur sur ce jeu.
C'est bon, vous avez eu la mi-temps pour vous restaurer, pour vous reposer. Je veux que vous soyez à fond de kick, mesdames et messieurs, avec les clappeurs. On fait du bruit pour les Lyonnais.
Welcome back to Lyon. It's halfway through game day 3 here as ASVEL take on Valencia, and it's the road team. It's the visitors, Valencia, that had a phenomenal second quarter, and they've opened this game up nicely. Beck Allen, what a game for her so far. 12 points, 5 from 8 from the field, and she's one of the main reasons that, as it stands, Valencia have a 13-point lead at the half after holding ASVEL to just 6 points in that second quarter. Can the French team re-establish themselves in this game, or are the Spanish team going to move themselves to a 2-game win streak and go 2-1 after 3? Second half underway here in Lyon. Game day 3, Group A action of the regular season EuroLeague Women. ASVEL 22, Valencia 35 at the half. For 2 off the glass, and that's exactly what Coach Gauthier will have wanted from his team. Ball to the corner, Carrera. Going to go inside, goes to the right hand, doesn't get the roll. Cherie with the rebound for ASVEL. Kicked away by Kira Casas. There's Fotu with the score off the glass. Exactly what ASVEL will have wanted to start this second half. Into the low post now. Oh, that's a quick first step by Gruder. Fades away. The defense fades with her. Foul's going to be called as Gruder gets a wrist hit. There's the fade away by Gruder. Goes strong to the basket. Unorthodox free throw style of Sandrine Gruder. Unorthodox but effective. 75% before today's game. Hits that first one. And the second is good as well. Allen on the pick and roll with Hempy. Well read by ASVEL. Strong start by the home team here in the first 30 or so seconds of this second half. Charlie's going to run the pick and roll at the top with Fotu. Double team comes. Down into the low post. Gruder, fade away. And another big score for Gruder. And this is exactly what the home fans wanted. They wanted to see their team come out of the second half locker room like a scalded cat. Allen, along with the three. Shelley with the uncontested rebound, her third board of the game. Almond now. Shelley fakes the three. Hands it off to Gruder. Oh, 6 points in the opening 100 seconds for Sandrine Gruder. And ASVEL, well, an 8-0 start to the second half brings them back to within 5, and Coach Burgos, no choice, has to call a timeout. His team are absolutely caught in the headlights right now as ASVEL put them to the sword here in Lyon.
Para movilidad desde el interior. You can play one-on-one in back. Díaz, Gruda, trabajo previo, press the ball. Beck, más ayuda at 3/4 and use the foul to ball. Fuera, presionamos. Step up.
We have to press the ball and on a step up, stop ball, and side.
Ayudar el ball. Y el manos a los
C'est là le tournant du match, c'est là qu'on a besoin de vous toutes et vous tous. Mesdames et messieurs, les clappeurs zéro et on fait du bruit.
How do Valencia react? Coach Burgos asking them to react, asking them to step back up again, go through the gears again. Allen now hands it off to Casas. You see the patience and composure here from the experienced Valencian team though. Casas comes down with snow and comes down with the three. A high arcing shot from Kiral Casas. Into the low post, and Hempe will be called for the foul as she just wrestles with Gruder in the low post, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad strategy. Here's the replay. How high arcing is that one? It goes out of shot and then comes back down, and that tells you everything as we see the shake of the head from Gulic in disbelief. That extends Valencia's lead back out to 8 and maybe settle some of the early nerves here in the second half. Casas now against Moyokolo. Just weaves a way through, but the defense stays true. Almond. Shelley doesn't take the three. Goes back inside to Gruder. Almond will back it out. She's got the mismatch against Hempe. First step is quick, hands it off to Fotu, and an easy score for ASVEL. And that is just smart combination play between the backcourt duo of Fotu and Almond. Hempe tries to thread the eye of the needle, not this time. Fotu splits the defense. Oh, this is wonderful fast break basketball. Can it be finished off by Moyokolo? No, it can't. The three is no good. And Valencia trying to take a little bit of the pressure out of this game, a little bit of the steam out of the arena. Lamero inside, Carrera gets the score. And Valencia keeping their composure, withstanding the early barrage here in the third quarter. Aka Carrera up to 7 points personal now. Gruder to the corner. They are looking for Gruder every time. Moyokolo rattles home the jumper. This is the wide open jumper, the possession before, and hits the contested one this time. Just a two though. Romero back out now. It's stolen away, is it? No, it can only be batted back to Valencia. Hempe. Oh, a 4-point play Meredith Hempy hits the three, gets caught from behind by Almond. Look at the play. Completely unaware that Almond's chasing her down. Almond catches her arm after the release. It doesn't affect the shot, but it is a foul. Hempy at the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Her first points of the game. Misses the free throw though. Valencia's lead will stay at 9. Blistering start here in this third quarter. ASVEL only scored 6 points in the entire second quarter. In the first 5 minutes of this quarter, they've already scored 12. Gruder now back to work in the low post, back into the trenches. Off the glass, draws the foul from Hempy. And that might be one of the bigger contributions from Gruder. That is Hempy's third personal foul. That's going to force Coach Burgos into the change. Probably see Gulic come in. Gruder is just an all-in kind of big. Doesn't back down, doesn't look to fade away, just wants to go straight to the bucket in that play. Gruder at the line. Comes up short this time. That's the second to go, splits her free throws. Valencia's lead is at 8 as we are about to cross over into the second 5 minutes of this quarter. Drive to the basket, kicked out. Carrera, scoop shot off the glass. Good tough defense there by Miem. Call a little bit of isolation here. I think they want the big and little game on the wing. Gruder sets the screen for 2. Miem, corner 3. Little flat for 2 with the rebound. Will draw the foul off Casas. Hands to the sky in disbelief, Kira Casas. She just nudges line for 2. To the bench heads Gruder, 13 points and 3 rebounds and 5 from 7 from the field. That is a big contribution from the 36-year-old big. Almond now inbounds it to Miem. ASVEL looking a lot more confident and composed here in this third quarter. The resurgent start has certainly helped. Fotu crossover to the glass. A little loose on the scoop shot. Casas. Spreading the floor well. Good spacing from Valencia. Gulic, you cannot give her that space, and Siak pays the price. Valencia back out to a double-digit lead. Gulic with her second bucket of the game. Inside, Siak doesn't get any easier than that. Line for 2. Doing all the hard work, and Siak with the easiest of layups. Inside, Beck Allen now. Foul will be called. That one's on the floor, though. Moyokolo is going to be called for the foul. Just a little late getting around that screen. There was the 4-point play foul. That's Hempy nailing the 3. Here's the jumper from Gulic, and Valencia, as much as they've been under a lot of pressure in this third quarter, have remained on track, remained on course. They haven't looked like they've got flustered. Fotu comes out of the game as Lizarche comes in. Alvina now waits for the screen from Gulic. Drives hard to the basket, fades away. That's a tough shot by Alvina. Rebound falls kindly into the hands of Albert Torrens. Gets herself the bucket. 7 points now for Torrens. Valencia back to a double-digit lead again. Almont being harassed by Alvina. There's the hedge. Back out to Niem. Niem gets bumped away from the basket, but manages to control the body movement and get a strong shot away. Well, really in the ascendancy in this quarter. They've not fully made it pay though. They've only outscored Valencia 15-12. Alvina. Oh, lovely weighted pass. Torrens just waited that extra split second to enable Gulic. Pass inside. Siak now being harassed by Fingal. Going to go to work in the low post. Comes out. Lisa Shea pulls up long two. Heavy one this time though. Rebound by Torrens. Stolen away. Good defense by Lisa Shea. She'll get it back and should be a layup. And it is. Good defense leads to even better offense for ASVEL. The first points of the game. Now will be called. There's the score from Lisa Shea. Into the game comes Naline Fautou. Julien Almont to the bench. Those two really will have put some minutes on the floor this evening. Almont already played over 25 minutes. Bear in mind she's coming back from injury. Fautou almost 24. Inside, Beck Allen, baseline drive. Torrens hits a three. That silences the crowd as Valencia start to find their feet again and start to reassert themselves here in Lyon. Torrens up to double digits. Siak now hands it away. Zache almost loses it. Shot clock down to 5 for Fautou. Logo three is good for Marine Fautou. 14 points for the 22-year-old, taking the game on her shoulders for her team right now. Allen pulls up. That one's short. Batted out of bounds. Both teams look to make a change. Shelley will come in for, as we see the logo three. Look how confident she is as well. As soon as she lets go of it, she's already running back to play defense. She knows where that's going. That's going straight to the bottom of the bucket. Final 45 seconds of this third quarter. Catch and shoot. Torrens! Oh, she is warming up nicely here in Lyon. Well, listen to the crowd's reaction. When you are a road player, that is exactly what you want to hear. A hushed silence. Torrens up to 13 points now. 5 from 7 from the field. Valencia back to an 11-point lead. Fautou drives inside. Siak, little short-range jumper is good. Smart little move by Elena Siak. Alvina, oh, crossover, loses the defense. A rushed three is launched as the quarter clock runs down. What a wonderful third quarter of basketball. ASVEL showing some real steel and pushing Coach Burgos and this Valencian team into a tough final quarter. 3 in the book, and it's ASVEL 46, Valencia 55.
attention, pousse bas pour redonner à Sandrine, de ce côté-là, là. D'accord? Pousse bas, tu chasses. Ok? Ainoa ou Andy vont monter et on trouve. N'oublie pas Andy après, va porter la coupe comme ça. Et après tu reviens. Et quand je joue le flash, posez l'écran. Attends là, pique, posez l'écran.
Just 10 minutes of basketball left here in Lyon. Game day 3 here in Group A, and this one hangs perfectly in the balance between two teams that are desperate for the win here. ASVEL 46, Valencia 55. Just 10 minutes left for these two to go toe-to-toe. Some absolute world-class superstars on show, and they have put on a wonderful performance for us here. If it wasn't for that really big performance from Valencia in the second quarter, holding ASVEL to just 6 points, this probably would be a 1 or 2 point ball game. Can Valencia hold on though? 10 minutes left to play. They lead by 9 on the road here in Lyon against ASVEL. 3 goes up. That one's short from Torrens. So 2 slows it down. Shelly for 3 and rattles it home, and there's a big fist pump from Alessia Shelly. 7 points from her now. Just her second made field goal of the game. Hasn't had the night we usually see. Baseline drive by Contel. Comes up short. Rebound not there for Fingal, but it's batted out of bounds off a Lyon hand, so it will remain Valencia ball. There's the 3 rattling home, and there's the fist pump from Shelly. Corner jumper, no good. Rebound scooped up by Fotu. Jets behind it as she tries to spark the transition. Pass is thrown away though. Contel scoops up the loose ball. She'll bring it back the other way. Foul called on Cherie. That's a smart foul though. Stopped the transition, but didn't do it by committing an unsportsmanlike foul. Just stepped across and reached in. Knew that there were teammates behind her. It wasn't a chase down foul either from behind. First foul of the quarter as we see Almont come back into the game for ASVEL. Officials, I think, are actually going to look at this one and see if they should upgrade it to an unsportsmanlike foul. They're going to jump into the replay here. Almost a minute gone in the final quarter. ASVEL back to within 6 now after that opening possession 3 from Shelly. This is the images that they are looking at right now. I don't think it's an unsportsmanlike foul for me. There is Mayem. Mayem is on the floor ahead of that play to cover. She's in front of it. She's reached in for the ball. Only one might be that they claim no play at the ball, that she just grabbed at the body. Be interesting to see how the officials interpret this one. I'm sure at home you have your own opinions on how you would call it. Officials have made their minds up. Just going to be a regular foul. No unsportsmanlike foul. Coach Burgos not happy. He thinks it's an unsportsmanlike. It will just be a regular foul, which will be an out-of-bounds possession for Valencia. Here's the replay again. Officials deem that she's reaching for the ball. Sideline for Valencia. Romero. Back into the hands of Gulic for three. Oh, that's a big shot again. Gulic steps up when her team need her. 12 points now for Marie Gulic. The German once again putting in a big shift. Averaging double digits now across the season. Miem, short corner two, rattles in and out. Not sure that's the best option for ASVEL. Need to keep leaning into that structured half-court team offense it's creating for them. Strong move to the basket, Romero no good. It's batted back out though. And Valencia will get a fresh 14 to work with. Gulic, low post. Kicks it out. And dumped inside. Oh, what a little 1-2 punch, but Gulic doesn't get the finish. Gruda doubled in the low post. Lizache, too heavy. No one crashing the O boards for ASVEL. And Valencia will just slow the game down. Torrens hands it back. Oh, what a backdoor cut. Foul's going to be called. Miem called for the foul. What a pass that is. What a back screen that is as well from Gulic just to get a teammate wide open. Second foul of the quarter on ASVEL. No foul so far for Valencia. Oh, splits the defense. There's the long arcing two, and it's off the legs of Almont. Right now, Julie Almont has had a tough game. Certainly glimmers of the quality that she has, but been a few possessions where you can clearly see she's not quite up to full quality at the moment. There's still some work to be done. Valencia throw that one out of bounds though, trying to be a little bit too intricate. As Coach Gauthier sees a chance for his team to push on right now. Almont up over the half, uses the double screen. No good this time for Fautou. She's stolen it back, has she? It's on the floor. Valencia managed to score possession one more time. Final 7 minutes of the game. Spanish team lead this one by 9. Kick to the corner. Torrens for three. Will she get the roll? She won't. Gruda grabs the rebound. Her fourth board of the game. But another turnover here. Absolutely heartbreaking for ASVEL. They try and battle their way back in the game. Mistake after mistake has cost them dearly in this one. Coach Gauthier has a bit of a horror film to break down. The game break is not going to be one he's going to enjoy. That one's batted away. Gruda with the tough defensive play, and for ASVEL you would have to say that Gruda has been the standout performer here today. Not just on the box score, but some of the intangibles she's brought to the floor as well. Fautou, lob pass to Gruda, inside, goes to the left hand, and it rustles the net as it drops through. ASVEL within 7. They are within striking distance right now here on their home floor. Three ball from the wing. Gruda, another rebound, number 6. Shelly for three, off right. Torrens with the rebound for Valencia. A nervous phase of the game for both teams right now. Valencia being tested and the home fans' nerves being tested as well. Romero skips around the outside into Gulic. Wide open, Fingal, corner pocket. Three is good. Nadia Fingal hits the three. Cool, calm and collected, forcing Coach Gauthier into the timeout. A double-digit lead yet again for Valencia. Here's the three. Wide open, takes her time. Drills it from the corner. Do Lyon have anything more to give?
Alex, boum. Julie, tu passes. Hélé, le pic là. Marine, tu viens, le back pick. Et on joue le pic avec le Spanish. Agressif pour Julie. Derrière, tu t'ouvres bien. Ok? C'est bon ça? Hey, pensez au stun sur les 3 points, d'accord, des grands. Hey, on est dedans, regardez. Hey, Alex, n'oublie pas, pose un dribble pour trouver les petites. On peut courir plus. Hélé, à court, vous allez trouver le poste bas. Très difficile.
ASVEL working hard to get back into this one. They outscored Valencia 24-20 in that third quarter, their highest scoring quarter of the game. Valencia have just maintained stoic throughout. Real composure from the Spanish team. They have outscored ASVEL by just a single point here in the third quarter, but they don't really need to do any more than that. They want to slow the game down, be much more purposeful. And Valencia should walk away with the win if they do. For ASVEL, they need to disrupt. They need to be that dynamic force now in the final 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Almond. Baseline drive. Shelly rattles home a soft right hand. And you have to give some credit to Shelly. 9 points now. A slow first half. Hit an early three, but things cooled off pretty quickly for her. She's re-established in this fourth and now being a big part of the resurgence. Fingal, three ball. Oh, she's a heartbreaker. Nadia Fingal just sucked all the air out of the arena with that three. 8 points now, 2 from 4 from downtown for Fingal. The American, an absolute party pooper here in Lyon. And it's thrown away again, this time for 2 for ASVEL. And this is real issues now for ASVEL. Turnover number 21 of the game. They've been averaging under 18 turnovers a game across those first 2 weeks, so this really is pushing that one even further, and there's still 4 minutes to play. Carrera hands it off. Oh, that's a beautiful cut to the basket. Wonderful patience from Carrera with the pass, but Alba Torrens can finish that kind of move in her sleep. Shelly, pass inside, well weighted, and Siak gets the easy score. ASVEL are not going to give up on this one. They can be within single digits. They are in this game all the way into the final minute. Baseline cut, Carrera, no one's picked her up. A defensive nap for ASVEL. Someone missed the assignment, someone missed the switch. Carrera gets the score. 9 points for Carrera now, and Valencia really have produced points across the board. Almond too heavy, rebound Torrens. The game is slowly slipping away from ASVEL. Foul called on Siak as Carrera gets thrown to the floor. Just reaches in and tries to ease her out of the way. There's the pass to Torrens, the play before, and Alba Torrens does a great job. Other end of the floor, even better passing really, as Shelly finds the cutting Siak. That is just, don't get me wrong, a good pass. An absolutely shocking defense from Coach Gautier's team. Casas turns a corner, draws the foul on the hip check from Almond. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left, and right now the game is slipping away very, very quickly from the grasps of ASVEL. 13-point lead again for Valencia. Not this time though. Coach Gautier, a glimmer of hope for his team. be called on Gulic, and not necessarily a bad foul from Marie Gulic. I think she is in foul trouble though, and that will see her head to the bench. Yeah, in fact she's not, just her second foul. Not such an issue. But Valencia is just about slowing the game down as we see some of the injured players sitting right behind the bench, in particular there, Juste Yotsita, Lithuanian superstar, 17-year-old, still waiting to get her way back onto the floor for ASVEL. Shot is no good, a little flat this time, and that one will just roll out of bounds for ASVEL. Valencia now really one step towards the plane with the win in their kit bag. Up by 13, just about 2 minutes to play. Siak now back to Fotu. Fotu behind the back. Tough shot off the glass. The defense is absolutely phenomenal from Casas there. Alvina once again slows it down for Valencia. Absolutely, the clock is on their side right now. Drive inside. Oh, beautiful pass. Cuts the defense open. And Gulic once again with the score, 11 points. Another Valencian player into double digits. Almond. Passes to the wing. Miem. No good. Siak is blocked but fouled. That will earn Elena Ziak a trip to the free throw line. 1 minute 22 to play. Becky Allen picks up her first foul of the game. She tries to help down on that one. Always love it when basketball players go, I didn't foul them, I can't have, I've got the ball in my hands. I'm not sure there's much logic that sits behind that, but Valencia have a game-high 15-point lead. Make that a 14-point lead right now as Siak takes her tally to 12 points. But ASVEL, against all expectations before the season started, look like they are going to slide to an 0-3 record here. And that really does put some pressure on their chances of qualifying for the postseason. It means that they really do need to come out now and have some absolutely big games in the regular season. Drive no good. Fotu with the rebound. Back out to Fotu. Shot no good. But Siak will head back to the line, but yeah, ASVEL look like they're going to slide to 0-3. To give you some context, some reference points, if we look back to last season, you could only afford to lose 6 games across the entire 14-game regular season if you had any chance of progressing through to the playoffs. Both Bourges and Chopron picked up 4th spot in Group A and Group B with six losses. That said, Polkowice also had 6 losses in Group A and didn't make it through. So realistically, to assure your progression, you probably are only looking at 5 losses, and ASVEL have already burnt 3 of those here in the first 3 weeks. They're going to have to likely win an awful lot of games going forward. 9 of their last 11, to be fair. 3 ball goes up, that one's heavy. Scramble is won once again by Carrera. Both of these teams now, though, will be already starting to look forward to next week's tie as they go head-to-head. ASVEL will be back on this floor against, well, it doesn't get any easier, does it? They're facing Zaragoza next Wednesday. And as for Valencia, they'll be back on their home floor facing Sepsi next Wednesday. So big games ahead for both of these teams. But for Valencia, this is a big win. A road win in Lyon against ASVEL is absolutely nothing to be sniffed at, and something that they will relish. They'll move to a 2-1 record here in Group A. depending on results elsewhere. We'll see where they end up at the end of game day 3. Let's head into the huddle though. Timeout called by Coach Gauthier.
Hey, Justine, t'es là. Ok. Andy. Hélène. Hey, Marine, tu pars pour faire le tour comme ça. D'accord? Julie, tu la suis, mais tu récupères la balle. On passe sur Julie. Et Julie, tu attaques là. D'accord? Et derrière, c'est Stagger, Andy et Hélène pour trouver le tir ici pour Marine. Ok? Hey, si c'est pas possible, derrière Andy, tu tires très vite, tu tires le flair pour Justine. Et t'auras aussi Justine dans le corner. Si t'as les up, tu prends les up. Ok? Allez, Julie!
Applaudissements, mesdames et messieurs, pour ce Quico. Allez, mesdames et messieurs.
What another big night on the European stage for Alba Torin. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. She'll take a seat on the bench. And once again, the veteran putting in a shift in the orange. She knows what it feels like. 6 times EuroLeague Women's Champion, 2 times Finals MVP. She is super motivated to do it again. She knows what it feels like. Fotu comes around the screen and nails a huge 3 to close out the game. And Marine Fotu finishes on 17 points, but it is not enough here in Lyon ASVEL. Even after that huge 3 to close the game, moved to a 0-win, 3-loss record after 3 game days. Whilst Valencia, they march on. That is back-to-back wins for them now as they sit with a 2-win, 1-loss record. Absolutely, there was time on the clock. That one's going to count. This will be a 9-point win for Valencia here on the road. Final score is ASVEL 61, Valencia 70. That is game day 3 for both of these teams in the book. Wonderful performance from both teams here in Lyon. But it was the strength in depth from Valencia, the consistent composure that has managed to get them the win. Here's your shooting stats. As you can see, ASVEL, pretty good shooting percentages. But the biggest statistic you will see right now that has killed them today is the 20 turnovers that they have suffered here, whilst Valencia only turned the ball over 7 times. Tough to come back and get a win out of that. 10 second chance points scored by Valencia, and they only won by 9. That is a very telling statistic for you right there. But what a game we've had here in Lyon. ASVEL moved to 0-3. Their minds will now move forward to next week, where they will face Zaragoza here in Lyon. As for Valencia, they moved to a 2-1 record. Next up for them next Wednesday is Sepsi, back on their home floor in Spain. Thank you so much for joining me. Final score here in Lyon, ASVEL 61, Valencia 70.